My girlfriend demanded I babysit her sister's 3 demon children every weekend so they could go clubbing. I said no. She said step up or get out. So I got out, and then I, 29, got hit with the ultimatum 3 weeks ago on a Thursday night. My girlfriend, 27, and I had been together for 2 years, living in my condo for the past 8 months. Things were decent until her sister moved back to town 6 months ago with 3 kids, ages 3, 5, and 7. Let me be clear about these kids. I'm not exaggerating when I say they're feral. The 7-year-old threw a remote at my TV last time they visited, cracked the screen, $380 to replace. The 5-year-old colors on walls. The 3-year-old screams. Constantly. Just screams for the joy of it. Her sister doesn't discipline them. At all. Says she's gentle parenting, which apparently means letting them destroy everything while she scrolls TikTok. The demand came out of nowhere. We were watching TV when my girlfriend turned to me, dead serious. So my sister needs you to watch the kids every Saturday and Sunday. What? She and her boyfriend want to go clubbing on weekends, get their social life back. The kids cramp their style. I actually laughed, thought she was joking. I'm serious, you're off weekends, you're just sitting around anyway. I'm sitting around in my own place because I work 50 hours a week and need downtime. It's only 2 days. Step up, be a man, help family. They're not my family, we're not even engaged. Her face went cold. So that's how you see us? Not family? That's not what I said. I said I'm not babysitting 3 kids who destroy my stuff every weekend so your sister can go party. She needs this. She's a single mom who's been through hell. She has a boyfriend who apparently also wants to go clubbing instead of watching his girlfriend's kids. He's not their dad. He shouldn't have to. But I should. I'm not even their uncle. She stood up, hands on hips. Here came the ultimatum. You need to decide what kind of man you want to be. The kind who steps up and helps, or the kind who's selfish. If you can't do this one thing for me, for my family, then maybe you need to reevaluate if you're ready for a real relationship. I stared at her. This woman I'd been with for 2 years, who'd moved into my place rent-free because she was saving for a business, who drove my old car because hers died and she couldn't afford payments, who I'd just helped pay $1,200 in credit card debt for last month. Let me get this straight. If I don't babysit your sister's kids every single weekend, you're threatening to leave? I'm not threatening anything. I'm telling you to step up or get out. Then I'm out. Her jaw dropped. What? You heard me. I'm not doing it. And if that's your line in the sand, then we're done. You're seriously choosing to be alone over helping for a few hours? I'm choosing not to be voluntold to babysit every weekend for the foreseeable future. There's a difference. She grabbed her phone, started texting furiously. You're gonna regret this. Cool, start packing your stuff. You've got till Sunday. I went to the bedroom, locked the door. Heard her on the phone immediately, presumably with her sister, voice getting louder and more hysterical. Whatever. I was done. Update 1: the weekend was a nightmare. Not because I regretted my decision, I didn't, but because of the sheer entitlement that followed. Friday morning, her sister showed up, pounding on my door at 7 a.m. I was getting ready for work. Opened the door. There she stood with all 3 kids. You need to watch them today. My boyfriend and I are going to look at apartments. No. What? Your sister doesn't live here anymore. Neither do your childcare problems. She said you guys had a fight. You'll work it out. Just watch them for today. Not happening. Goodbye. I tried to close the door. She stuck her foot in it. Are you serious right now? What kind of person refuses to help? The kind who doesn't get voluntold to provide free childcare. Move your foot. They're just kids. What's wrong with you? Your boyfriend can watch them. He lives with you. He has to work. So do I. In about 30 minutes. Move your foot. The 7-year-old chose that moment to try to run past me into my condo. I blocked him. Nope. Not today, buddy. Her sister scooped him up, glaring at me. You're an asshole. My sister deserves better. She had better. Then she tried to volunteer me as a free weekend nanny. Have a good one. Closed and locked the door. Could hear her yelling outside for another minute before she left. Got to work, texted my girlfriend. Your sister tried to drop the kids off. Don't send people to my place. Her response, you're being ridiculous. This is why we're having problems. Me, We don't have problems. We're broken up. Get your stuff by Sunday or I'm packing it myself. No response. Saturday, I changed my locks. Called a locksmith, paid $220, new deadbolt installed by noon. Also changed my garage code and gave my building's front desk explicit instructions. My ex-girlfriend is not a resident and should not be allowed up without me approving it first. Sunday at 10 a.m., doorbell rings. Building called up first. It's her sister, and their mom. I let them up. Had everything packed already. Took me most of Saturday. Her clothes, toiletries, that stupid collection of decorative pillows she insisted on, her yoga mat she never used, everything in boxes by the door. They came in, well, tried to. I blocked the entrance. Boxes are here. You can take them. Her mom started immediately. Young man, you can't just throw her out. I didn't throw her out. She gave me an ultimatum. I made a choice. Now she has until end of day to collect her belongings. My girlfriend's eyes were red. She'd been crying. For a second, I almost felt bad. Then her sister opened her mouth. This is insane. All she asked was for a little help with the kids. She demanded I babysit every single weekend indefinitely. That's not a little help. That's free labor. They're kids. You're supposed to love them like family. I'm not family. Your sister and I were dating. Past tense. Her mom jumped in. You've been together 2 years. You don't throw that away over babysitting. She threw it away when she issued an ultimatum. I just called her bluff. My ex finally spoke. Can we please talk? Alone? We can talk right here. You've got about 15 boxes to carry down. Better get started. You're not even going to listen to me? About what? How I'm selfish for having boundaries? How I should sacrifice my weekends? Nah, I'm good. Her sister stepped forward, getting in my face. You know what? You're pathetic. A real man would establish boundaries and not let people take advantage of him. Your turn to finish that sentence. She sputtered. No comeback ready. Look, I said, I'll make this simple. Everything's packed. Take it now. If anything's still here at 6 p.m., it goes to donation. Your choice. They took the boxes. Took 3 trips. Time. The whole time, her mom kept muttering about how I was making a mistake, how I'd never find anyone as good as her daughter, how family helps family. On the last trip, my ex tried one more time. I can't believe you're doing this over something so stupid. It's not stupid to you. You literally ended our relationship over it. You said step up or get out. I got out. I didn't mean. You meant it. You don't give someone an ultimatum unless you're prepared for them to choose the other option. You weren't. That's on you. They left. I deadbolted the door, checked every room, found one of her hair straighteners in the bathroom, tossed it in a box, left it in the hallway with a note. Forgot this. Felt weird the rest of the day. Not sad, exactly. More like relieved. Like I'd been carrying something heavy and finally put it down. Update 2. Week 2 is when things got properly insane. The entitlement reached levels I didn't think possible. Monday, I got a Venmo request from her sister for $400. The note said, childcare fees you would have paid. I declined it. Added my own note. That's not how any of this works. She sent another request, $600 this time. Emotional distress. Declined. Blocked her on Venmo. Tuesday, my ex started the phone campaign. Called me 23 times from different numbers. I answered the last one. You need to stop. We need to talk about the car. The car. Right. My old Honda Civic. I'd been letting her use it because her car died 8 months ago and she couldn't afford payments. Title, insurance, registration, all in my name. She'd been promising to save up and buy it from me for $3,500. What about it? I need it. For work. Then buy it. We agreed on $3,500. I'll sign the title over when you pay. I don't have $3,500. Then I guess you don't have a car. You can't just take it. I've been driving it for months. Borrowed. You've been borrowing my car. Borrowing ends when we're not together. Bring it back by Friday or I report it stolen. Stolen? It's not stolen. I've been using it. With my permission, which I'm now revoking. Friday, 5 p.m., keys in car. I hung up. She called back 14 more times. Didn't answer. Wednesday brought a new player. Her dad. He called my work number. Someone gave it to him. Probably her mom. We need to discuss your behavior. Who is this? This is my daughter's father. You owe her an apology. I don't owe anyone anything. This conversation is over. Now you listen here. I hung up. He called back. I sent it to voicemail. He left a message about respect and manning up and how his daughter deserves better. Deleted it. Thursday, the sister showed up at my building again. Building called me first. I told them not to let her up. She apparently threw a fit in the lobby. Security had to ask her to leave. She posted about it online. I know because 3 people sent me screenshots. Some rant about how I was keeping her from her sister and showing my true colors. Comments were split, half agreeing with her, half pointing out that I wasn't obligated to let anyone into my private residence. I didn't respond to the post, just screenshotted it and saved it, just in case. Friday at 3 p.m., my ex texted from yet another number. Can't bring the car today. Need more time. Me 5 p.m. Not negotiable. Her, you're being unreasonable. I need transportation. Me, Uber exists 5 p.m. Her, what if I can't make it? Me, then at 5:01 I call the police and report my vehicle stolen. Her, you wouldn't. Me, try me. 4:57 p.m. She pulled into my building's garage. I met her there. She got out, threw the keys at me. They hit the ground. You're an asshole. Keys on the ring. Leave. She stood there like she was waiting for me to, what? Apologize? Invite her up? Can we please talk? Really talk? No. You're just gonna throw away 2 years? You threw it away when you gave me an ultimatum. I'm just living with your decision. It wasn't an ultimatum. I just needed you to step up or get out. Your exact words. I got out. She started crying. Real tears this time, not the manipulative kind. I miss you. I miss us. Can't we work this out? Work what out? You want me to babysit every weekend? I don't. That's not something you compromise on. Maybe just some weekends? No weekends. 0 weekends. I'm not free childcare for your sister's lifestyle choices. She needs help. Then she should ask her boyfriend or your parents or hire a babysitter, not volunteer her sister's boyfriend. Ex-boyfriend, she said quietly. Right. Ex, because you made a choice. Now live with it. I got in the car, started it. She stood there in my rearview mirror, crying, drove away, felt nothing. That's when I knew it was really over. Update 3, final. 3 weeks out. Time for the resolution. The harassment continued for a few more days. Her mom called twice more, getting increasingly hostile, threatened to talk to my boss about my character. I told her if she contacted my workplace, I'd file a harassment report. She hung up. Her sister tried a different approach, showed up at my regular coffee shop on Saturday morning. I don't know how she knew I'd be there. Probably my ex told her. She sat down across from me without asking. We need to talk. We don't. You ruined my sister's life. Your sister's life is her own responsibility. I'm not part of it anymore. She's depressed, barely eating. This is your fault. She gave me an ultimatum. I chose. Actions have consequences. You could fix this. Just apologize. For what? Having boundaries. For being selfish. I looked at her. Really looked. She looked exhausted, hair messy, dark circles under her eyes. Where are your kids right now? My boyfriend's watching them. Why? So he can watch them on Saturday mornings. Interesting. She blinked. What? You said he shouldn't have to watch them because he's not their dad. But here we are. Saturday morning. He's watching them. That's different. How? Because we live together. And I didn't live with them. See the difference? You volunteered someone else's time without asking. That's not how this works. You're twisting things. I'm pointing out the obvious. You wanted free childcare? I said no. The end. My sister loved you. Your sister loved the idea of a boyfriend who'd babysit every weekend. When I didn't perform that function, the ultimatum came out. That's not love. She left after that. Didn't say anything else. Just got up and walked out. The next major development came from an unexpected source. Her younger brother. He reached out via email. Hey man, just wanted to say sorry for how my family's been acting. My sister, your ex, told me the whole story, including the parts she left out when complaining to mom and dad. The ultimatum thing was messed up, and volunteering you for babysitting duty every weekend? Yeah, no. My other sister, the one with kids, pulls this stuff with everyone. She's entitled as hell. Anyway, you dodged a bullet. Good luck. I appreciated that. Responded with a simple, thanks for reaching out. But the real conclusion came 2 days ago. I was at the grocery store when I ran into her. My ex, she was with some guy. Not her sister's boyfriend, someone new. We made eye contact. She looked away fast, kept walking. The guy with her didn't even notice. That's when it hit me. She'd already moved on, or was trying to, and I realized So had I. I'm not dating anyone, not rushing into anything, but I'm good. Better than good, actually. My place is quiet. I come home to peace. My weekends are mine again. I've been catching up on projects I'd put off, fixed the screen door that'd been broken for months, painted the spare room, little things. The financial aspect worked out better than expected, too. She'd been living rent-free for 8 months. I'd been covering her car insurance, $140 a month, her phone, $65 a month as part of my plan, groceries mostly, streaming services. Quick math? I was out about $800 a month supporting her lifestyle. That money's back in my account now. Feels good. The car situation resolved itself too. I sold the Honda a week ago for $4,200, more than I'd offered it to her for. Used the money to cover the TV she cracked and had a nice chunk left over. Her sister actually sent me one final text yesterday from a different number. "Hope you're happy. My sister's moving on. Found someone better." I replied, "Good for her. I'm happy too." And I meant it. Not in a bitter way. Genuinely meant it. Because here's the thing. The ultimatum was a gift. It showed me exactly who she was and what she valued. She valued her sister's convenience over our relationship. She valued being able to volunteer my time without asking. She valued the appearance of having a helpful boyfriend over actually having a partner. And when I didn't perform that role, when I had the audacity to say no to being free weekend childcare, the mask came off. The entitlement wasn't just her. It was the whole family system. Sister expecting everyone to accommodate her lifestyle. Mom backing her up. Dad calling my work. They all believed they were entitled to my time, my space, my resources. And when I said no, I became the villain. But I'm okay being the villain in their story. Because in my story, I'm the guy who knew his worth and didn't compromise it. Would things have been different if she'd asked instead of demanded? Maybe. If she'd said, "Hey, my sister's struggling, could you help out once in a while?" I might have said yes occasionally. Emphasis on occasionally and voluntarily. But she didn't ask. She demanded, then threatened. And that told me everything I needed to know. Life's too short to be someone's free labor. Too short to be with someone who sees you as a resource to exploit rather than a partner to respect. I'm 29. Got a decent job. Own my place. Got friends who actually respect my time. That's enough. The whole situation tells something important. When someone gives you an ultimatum, they're doing you a favor. They're showing you exactly how much they value you. And sometimes the answer is not enough. My ex wanted someone who'd step up and sacrifice his weekends indefinitely for her sister's convenience. I wanted a partner who respected my boundaries and didn't volunteer my time without asking. Those two things were incompatible. The ultimatum just made it clear. She got out. And honestly, so did I. Haven't heard from any of them in 4 days now. I think they finally got the message, or maybe they found their next target. Either way, not my problem. I'm sleeping better, eating better, actually enjoying my weekends again, caught up with some friends I'd been neglecting, started a new book, normal stuff. And you know what? It's nice. Really nice. So to anyone dealing with similar situations, trust your gut. If someone tries to volunteer you for major ongoing commitments without asking, that's a red flag. If they respond to your boundary with an ultimatum, that's a bigger red flag. If they get their family involved to pressure you, that's the whole dang flag factory. You're allowed to say no. You're allowed to have boundaries. You're allowed to walk away from ultimatums. And if that makes you the bad guy in their story, so be it. Better to be the bad guy in someone else's story than the doormat in your own. End of update. End of situation. On to better things.